Thank you. I was driving home last Friday from a doctor appointment and got a call that Hank had passed. We had lost another one of our Braves family. Too many in the past year. But this one was different for me. Because you see, the reason I'm here today is Hank Aaron. Hank gave me the opportunity to continue a career that had started out as a fill-in player on a rookie league roster. I was playing in Savannah, Georgia for our AA team. It was pretty evident I wasn't going any further in my career. I was called into the office one day, and Hank offered me a chance to continue my career by going to Bradenton, Florida, to work with the rookie league team. That was better than just getting released and going home, so I went. Eventually, he gave me a chance to manage in the Braves organization, and that's where I got to see him for the person he was, got to know him and work with him. None of us ever felt like we were working for Hank, always with him. He'd sit in the coach's room in spring training in West Palm Beach with us and tell stories. We'd all grill him about the toughest guys he had faced, about his experiences, and just about being Hank Aaron. He never was about himself. He never talked about his accomplishments. There was always a humility and humbleness about him. I remember asking him once when we were sitting in there, I said, "Hank, how many All-Star games did you play in?" He said 24. I said, "Wow." After I became manager of the Braves, I asked him how many spring training games he would play in every year. His answer, all of them. He gave me my first managing job in 1982. It was in Anderson, South Carolina. I was nervous enough about having my own team to be responsible for. So to compound matters, Hank put his son Larry and Bill Lucas, son of the late Braves GM, on the team. You talk about pressure your first year. And they were two wonderful young men. But never once did Hank call and demand that I play them or do anything else that I wouldn't have done with any other player on the team. The trust he showed had a big impact on me as a young manager. Hank would never call without first asking how you were doing, how the family was, or if I needed anything. Then we'd talk about the team. In his role as farm director, he developed young managers and coaches, and in return allowed us to develop the players he entrusted to us. We all wanted to do well for him and reward that trust. I was sitting last night at home and I got a phone call. And it was from Sam Ayub, a long trainer in AAA in Richmond. Sam was there for years. Sam's in a nursing home now, but I've never heard him more excited and full of energy because he wanted to call and talk about Hank. He was asking about the services and you know, and something that stuck with me, because he told me that anytime Hank would come to the minor leagues, that he would come in his office and sit and talk. And that was the man. And he said something, he said, you know, Hank was always for the little guy, the managers, the coaches, the trainers. And Hank was really for those players that weren't the bonus babies. Every year at the half, he'd call and he would always want to move a player up. And he preferred that it wasn't the so-called bonus babies. He wanted to get that grinder guy, the guy that was overachieving, and he wanted to show everybody else that if you do good, that you'll get moved. Since I've been Braves manager, I've called on him to talk about or to a particular player for me. I often asked his advice on how to handle certain situations, and any time I called, he was always ready to help in any way that he could. I remember I was talking to a friend on my cell phone one afternoon at my house, and I got a call that rang in. I told the person I was talking to, says, "I got to go, Hank Aaron's calling me." And he called and he told me how proud he was of me and what our club had accomplished in that particular year. That meant so much to me coming from him. Hank epitomized what being an Atlanta Brave is, how he lived his life both on and off the field, always with class and grace. I'll miss the times he used to stop by. He'd come in my office and we'd just sit and talk. I'll miss the friend and the mentor that I had in my life. Hank, your legacy both on and off the field will live forever. My condolences to you, Billy, and the whole Aaron family. We've lost a great friend. May God bless you. Thank you.